In the shadow of Eldridge, there lay a forest that locals whispered about, Devil's Woods. Children dared each other to enter, but returned pale and shaken, their eyes haunted. One evening, brave Matthias decided he would uncover its secrets. Armed with only a flashlight and his dog Finn, he ventured into the darkness as the sun dipped below the horizon. As they walked deeper into the woods, an eerie stillness enveloped them. Even Finn hesitated at each rustling leaf. Suddenly, they stumbled upon an ancient stone altar draped in vines. Legends spoke of rituals performed here long ago, rituals that had drawn souls from beyond. Curiosity piqued. Matthias approached it, when a chilling wind blew through the trees like a warning whispering his name. Ignoring his instinct to flee, he touched the altar's surface and felt a pulse beneath his fingertips. The ground trembled as shadows twisted around him. "Matthias!" cried Finn, pulling at his jeans in terror as ghostly figures began to materialize from thin air. The spirits of those who had entered before him, but never left. With horror dawning on him, Matthias realized these lost souls were trapped by their own desires for power and fame. He turned to escape, but found himself surrounded. Just then, he remembered something. Love over greed could set them free. With newfound resolve, Matthias shouted words of kindness into the darkness, a plea for forgiveness resonating against despair. And one by one, they vanished in beams of light until only silence remained.